Fucked it up. So now if we use this segment, I'll only have visuals for the halfway to Halloween, but that's okay.
What is when you need the visuals for halfway to Halloween? Because
Exactly.
we're going to be introducing
Our wheel,
the brand new wheel.
and for the first time ever, the often teased about wheel is here.
I might make one suggestion.
Okay.
Maybe get a different color marker for the purple.
You know, I thought about that as I was writing on there, and I'm like, well, no turning back now.
Maybe what do you think a white dry erase marker would show up on all of those?
I bet that would show up
On
pretty
all of
well.
them?
Well,
I think the yellow would be hard.
the yellow would be pretty
Yeah,
hard,
right.
but for the most part, I think that would be a good call. So when it lands on purple, just assume it says wild card. Both purples are wild cards.
Wildcard bitches.
Wild card bitches. Anyways, so what we did here, this is a segment called it. I didn't think of a real clever name for it, but I'm gonna call it Wheel of Riffing. And I'm going to spin the wheel, and on each little slice of the wheel, there's a Halloween word. And whatever it lands on, we're just going to riff about it for a little bit because we're halfway to Halloween, and Media Pod Smash fucking loves Halloween.
Wow.
So we'll spin it maybe a couple times and, see what we come up with.
All right, I'll have if you could start off the first riff, so I kind of get an idea of what I'm going to be doing here.
All right.
Ghost.
Ghost. Let's riff about ghosts. Well, we actually did riff a little bit about ghosts prior to the recording because we were talking about Ghost Adventures and that Truth Seekers show, which
Yeah.
I have yet to watch. But if I were to riff about ghosts, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Ghostbusters movie that's coming out and all the merchandise along with it. That's going to be very exciting. Did you watch the little Stay Puft Minis clip that they released?
No,
Okay, so in addition to the trailer, we also got another clip for the new Ghostbusters movie where Paul Rudd, I don't know what character he plays, but he's in a grocery store and there's all these little like Stay Puft Marshmallow Men, like mini versions of them, all dancing around, and there's like a couple of them roasting one of the other ones over an open fire.
oh god,
So I believe it's Baby Yoda might have some competition this year for
all right.
more adorable characters. But I have to say I'm pretty excited for that movie. It looks pretty cool. What do you think?
I haven't seen anything for the Ghostbusters.
Oh, you haven't even seen the trailer yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's more stuff for me to do.
all right.
I just need to start watching trailers before I go onto these podcasts.
Yeah, that seems to be all we really talk about.
Yeah, what trailer came out? What am I missing?
It's all about looking ahead.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'll pivot directions then, and we can go back to Ghost Adventures because that's the other ghost topic that I can think of.
Yeah, because we're talking about that in Destination Fear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With those kind of thing, like I know we both are like, yeah, there's ghosts.
Yeah.
Could you spend a whole night in one of those locations, like in an abandoned prison asylum?
I think I could is if I knew there was like a group with me around in different rooms. Just knowing that would make me a little more comfortable doing it. But I think if I had to, like, let's say if it was just you and me, we split up. I'll take the top floor with a GoPro. You take the bottom floor. That would be tough. I mean, just building it up too, like whether I believe or not, which I do, but I would build it up in my head, and I think I would freak myself out even more so, and that would it would be tough.
Yeah, just walking up, you'd already have that built-up anxiety and like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, because like I mean, I've been on a couple of those Bigfoot things, and I'm sure one of these days I'll talk about that. I actually have some funny stories with Rosie we can talk about, but they would talk about the lore and all their like little things involving Bigfoot all day. So you would just have that in your head all day, and you knew you were a logical person, but you're like, by the end of the night, you're walking to your tent, you're all alone, it's dark, and you're convinced that you're gonna see a fucking Bigfoot waiting for you at your campsite just because it's been so all day of these people saying it.
Every noise makes you just that much more like, oh my god, that was it. That was the Bigfoot.
Yeah. Even though, like, I know I'm like, I'm a normal, rational person. There's not going to be. There might be a real wild animal waiting there. That could be the real threat. Like, I don't want to get torn apart by a fucking bear. But that wasn't even in my head as I was going to the tent. That the thing that was in my head was there's going to be a Bigfoot. So I think with the ghost,
you go to your tent and there's like a bobcat, and you're like, oh, thank God it's not a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's just this other wild animal that's going to rip me apart.
Yeah, I'd rather get torn apart by that. Yeah, so with the ghost thing, I think I would still just do it to say I did it for the experience, because I think I would just be interested in seeing some of those old places, but it would freak me out for sure.
Yeah, I would rather see those old places during the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wouldn't do it at night?
I mean, I would.
But yeah.
If there's more, not by myself.
Yeah.
Like if you handed me a camera and said, hey, go in there and film, I'd be like,
I'm out.
No. You're coming with me.
I would just, if I ever got really freaked out, I'd just tell a ghost, I'm going to bite your kneecaps off. And they'd leave me alone.
Yeah. You can take me down, but I'm coming up and taking a bite out of your kneecap.
All right. That was a good ghost riff.